The fairy tale begins.
Once upon a time, it was a magical winter night. Snowflakes were quietly settling on the window. A gigantic fir tree was glowing with silver and gold ornaments. Clara and her brother Fritz were waiting for their godfather, Drosselmeyer. Drosselmeyer was a mysterious clockmaker. He had a black patch over one eye. He swept into the room with his cloak and presented the children with magical toys. Clara's eyes fell upon a toy beneath the tree. It was an old Nutcracker, carved from wood. His red uniform was faded, but there was nobility in his stance. He had a large head, sorrowful eyes, and a white beard. He looked as though he had a story he wanted to tell. Fritz, who had been playing on his phone all day, grew jealous and broke the Nutcracker's jaw. Clara's heart ached. She immediately picked him up. She wrapped his injured jaw with a silk ribbon. "Don't worry," she whispered. "I will heal you." The guests left, and the house grew quiet. Clara went down to the living room to check on her injured Nutcracker. The clock struck 12. Strange changes began in the room. The fir tree grew taller. The toys became gigantic. Clara was now the same size as her dolls. The floorboards opened. The terrifying Mouse King rose up. Behind him was an army of mice with glowing eyes. Just then, a trumpet sound was heard. The toy cabinet opened. The tin soldiers came to life. At the front stood the Nutcracker. He held a shining sword in his hand. "Charge!" he shouted. The living room turned into a battlefield. Cannons were firing walnuts. Soldiers were clashing. The Mouse King was very strong. He cornered the Nutcracker. Clara overcame her fear. She took off her satin slipper and threw it at the king's head with all her strength. The king was stunned. With a final move, the Nutcracker won the battle. The smoke cleared. The Nutcracker turned to Clara. His wooden face was gone. In its place stood a young prince. "You saved my life, my lady," he said. He reached out his hand. Together they walked through a snowy forest. This was the entrance to the land of sweets. Rivers flowed with lemonade. Chocolate grew on the trees. The sugar plum fairy welcomed them. A dance began in their honor. With the first